All right. Evan Ginzburg back with another edition of Evan Ginzburg's Legends TV with my co-host Steve Ludwig. How are you tonight, Steve?
Very well, Evan. Thank you very much. How are you?
Great, great. And we have a very special guest all the way from Korea, my nephew, Sang-woo Kim.
Yeah.
How are you? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And Steve, you've just started radio, and you've had some huge guests. Tell us a little about that.
This is great, Evan. Yeah, we've got 2 weeks in the can, as they say. It's called Steve Ludwig's Classic Pop Culture, and I speak with legendary figures from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I've been contacting some former child stars. They're going to be calling in. As a matter of fact, on August 27th, I have a former child star, Tommy Marr. Yeah, he's going to be a guest. So we used to call him Little Tommy Marr, if you remember. But he is now known as the Woodstock Guru.
Okay.
And he's actually up at Woodstock this weekend. There's a big 44th anniversary celebration. But yeah, Tommy Marr is going to be one of my
Tommy's
guests.
one of the movers and shakers here at Madhouse TV.
Yes, and he wasn't Little Tommy Marr. He was always Big Tommy Marr. But yeah, he's big man on campus here at Madhouse TV. He's a great guy, great musical knowledge. But yeah, you can listen to my show on planetludwig.com. And I really have to thank my sponsors who make it possible for me. We have A&S Comics, that's ascomics.com. Great guys at abcmoversandshakers.com. It's a great moving company. And flacocoquito.com. 3 great sponsors. Without them, I couldn't have the radio show. But it's a lot of fun. Always silly things going on. And thank you.
And you had Question Mark and the Mysterians,
Yeah.
who legally changed his name to Question Mark.
Yes, you can call Question Mark Mr. Mark,
Yeah.
Question or Q.
Q.
Not by his
Okay.
birth name, which I won't even say because I was, asked not to. But I had Question Mark. I had Bob Cowsill from the Cowsills on. Little Anthony is going to be on. And you know better than I do. We have, there are guests that are like 99.9% going to be on. And you know they're going to be on, but you just can't say yet until you get that final confirmation. But we have a lot of nice surprises coming up.
There
So
you
thank
go.
you.
And yours truly does Legends Radio. And we're going to show a very quick clip from Legends Radio. For nearly a decade, Evan Ginzburg's Legends Radio has featured interviews with the greatest names in the arts and sports. Heard worldwide at legendsradio.net, the program has featured these great musical legends: Ray Manzarek of The Doors, Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins, Judy Collins, Roberta Flack, and many more. Stars from movies, TV, and comedy have included Jenny McCarthy, Wayne Brady, 30 Rock's Judah Friedlander, Shelley Berman, Jackie the Joke Man Martling, David Allen Greer, and Paul Mooney. Stars of pro wrestling and MMA include Bruno Sammartino, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Superstar Billy Graham, and Frank Shamrock. Co-hosted by renowned journalist Dr. Mike Lano, Legends Radio is heard Wednesdays 7 p.m. to 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard. We are archived 24/7 with hundreds of hours of classic interviews. Legends Radio also features the best in indie music, showcasing talent deserving wider exposure.
I'm from Brooklyn, baby. Don't forget the gravy.
We are soldiers.
You missed the birth of your mother and father. Don't you dare miss Evan Ginzburg's Legends Radio. And I stole that line, you missed the birth of your mother and father, from the great King Ernie Ladd, wrestling and football legend.
Yeah.
And some of the guys you saw in those clips included AIG, who will be on the show later, and Cooley High, who was on a previous edition of Legends TV, and Edwin Vasquez Musica, who's generally our house band. Today he has a huge gig in front of 16,000 people at a parade. So unfortunately he won't be with us today, but he'll be back next week as we bring Felix Cabrera, Cuban-born blues harmonica great. Oh my God, this guy wails. You're going to enjoy this next week right here on Legends TV. And today marks our first week here at Legends TV where we're weekly. That's right, we are weekly. It's official every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. And thank you to Chris and Alicia Beth Stern for opening that door, and to Madhouse TV, of course, for bringing this forum for not only legends, but indie musicians deserving wider exposure. We are most grateful. And without further ado, I want to quickly introduce once again my nephew, Sang-Gu Kim, and tell us about your dad. My brother-in-law is a movie actor in a hit movie in Korea. Tell us very quickly about him.
Yeah, my father, his name is Hong Park Kim, and his new hit movie name is The Terror Life.
The Terror Life.
Yeah.
And that's opening in New York and in the United States.
Yeah.
And we're going to show a clip in both Korean with English subtitles, The Terror Live. Check this out, folks. This is a big hit in Korea coming to the States right now.
월요일 아침 현지 시각 오전 9시 31분 윤영화의 데일리 토픽 함께하고 계십니다.
내가 폭탄을 가지고 있는데 한강 다리를 폭파하겠습니다.
그러니까 폭파하시라고. 친구 아니야? 경서가 문제야? 청취율 1위감인데? 나 이거 일생한테 기회인 것 같아. 통화를 아예 생방으로 가져버려. 네, 윤영호입니다. 현재 대한민국은 사상 초유의 테러 사건으로 충격에 빠져 있습니다. 테러범과의 전화 통화를 직접 생방송하기로 결정했습니다. 전화가 연결되었습니다. 여보세요, 들리십니까?
바로 사람 하나만 불러주세요. 대통령이요. 지금부터 뉴스 시작하고 화면 밖으로 나가면 무조건 터져요.
아씨 지금 뭐 하는 거야?
아직도 내가 우습죠. 당신이 죽이는 거야.
내가 죽여주겠다고! 시청자 여러분, 이 뉴스를 끝까지 지켜봐 주시기 바랍니다.
Wow. Yeah. Look for it, The Terror Live. And Sang-Gu, very quickly say hi to your friends and family in Korea in Korean.
오케이. 안녕, 오랜만이야. 안 본 지 오래됐지. 일주일 있다 이제 돌아갈 거니까 가서 이제 보고 또 놀자. Yeah.
There you go.
Sounds good to me, Evan.
That's right. We are worldwide, folks, right here on Legends TV. And we will be right back in just a moment with rapper AIG, actress model Margarita Vidal. Don't go anywhere.
Right.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy from the Harrison Law Group. You know, soft tissue injury, that's no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. Don't waste valuable time going to firms who don't get it and can't do it. Call 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Like so many people, are your finances tight lately? Afraid to open your mail or even answer your phone? Well, take heart. You don't have to live like that. If you're 62 or older and own your own home, You can join the thousands of folks who have used safe and effective government-insured reverse mortgages. The government-insured reverse mortgages from Long Island's Senior Reverse Network allow you to stay in your home and turn equity into tax-free cash. Our government-insured reverse mortgages can eliminate mortgage payments, credit card balances, or just improve your lifestyle. Do yourself a favor and solve these problems now. Call the Senior Reverse Network, and our advisors will answer all of your questions about our reverse mortgage programs. We've helped scores of senior Long Island homeowners like you who now enjoy a worry-free retirement. Get the financial security and peace of mind you've dreamed about. Pick up the phone and call us at the Senior Reverse Network now to set up a free consultation.
Call 1-800-985-REVERSE. That's 1-800-985-7383.
All right, Evan Ginzburg, and we are back with Legends TV, and we have with us the very colorful rapper, actor, AIG.
What's up?
As well as actress, model Margarita Vidal. There you go.
That's why I was like over there. She's a model, like, yeah.
There you go. So, AIG, tell us what's been happening. You've been performing and recording all over the world. Tell us what's been doing.
Man, listen, it's like you said, it's been a whirlwind. I feel like I went around the world on a Metro card, you know what I'm saying? Because I like that subway poster over there. It's nice. But seriously, my life is great, man. I love what I do. I love entertaining. I love just being here for my fans, you know, and I thank God for that, you know.
And you recently did a video dedicated to your late mom. Tell us a little about her.
Yeah. She's big like this M right here. You know, mom is always with me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she's been an inspiration and a driving force behind this machine that I've been running, you know, like she's express trained and I got on it. I just ain't get off. My mom is, she's everything that I thought she could ever be, you know, and more probably. It's just like, words can't even express that. So I'm just working and I hope she's proud of me. You know, she moved on. She's in heaven now. She's looking over me. And like I said, I hope she's proud of me.
Does family play a big part in your music?
Oh, yeah. Family plays a big part in my music. And when I go around family, they don't always mention my music, but I bet you if I do stop or lack or slack in my music, I start getting those buzzes in my ear. And what's going on with your music? What's going on? So when I don't hear them saying what's going on with your music, I know I'm doing it right. Because every time I try to get a sneaker vacation in, they get wind of it, you know. And my family is like Don Costa, Nostra, baby. We stick together. They riders, you know. Yeah. They riders.
And Margarita, you and AIG have done a lot of work together. Why don't you tell us about some of your projects?
Well, I've been doing some music video, and one of the projects that he did, the last one is one of the videos with him and his nephew.
Your mic's not on.
Oh, back to the scene of the crowd. Oh, I love the shit.
Okay?
There
you
go. Oh, yeah, good. Little closer.
Yeah, guys, like you said he was going to do.
Rappers, you know, I'm glad your mic wasn't working.
Yeah, just like you said it would happen.
So I had to rock the mic. Yeah, that's what rappers like.
I did some video even with him, with Chuck Raw and Jim Jones too, and some other movies too. And some other movies that I've been doing a little bit more. And everything was so far so good. I like it. The movies I meet a lot of people and they're so nice. The video that I've been doing with him, fashion shows too. We're going to red carpet and we've been doing a lot of stuff with him.
So it's interesting. Rappers have in the media this terrible reputation, and you just said they're so nice. And AIG is one of my dear friends. He's always in my house, and Cooley High was on the show the other week. And we're going to bring some.
Man, you know why I come to your house, man? They say rappers we be having the funny cigarettes. Then we want to go raid everybody's refrigerator. Evan got a nice refrigerator. It's always good stuff in your refrigerator. But Evan, I like coming to your house anyway. You have a lot of
Korean hospitality.
Man, you have a lot of good movies and everything. You guys get your own houses to go to. I'm going to Evan's house. Right.
So why don't we take a pause and show your video? Tell us about the video we're about to see.
Oh man, this video means a lot to me. I like to just throw a shout out to Rock Nation, one of the producers over there, Mark James. He put the music together. He also produced the video. His name is Mark Picasso. He's like the Picasso of this producing tracks. Well, anyway, we did the video, and it was more inspirational. It was about my mom, because at that time, the album was going in one direction from the record label, and you know millions of fans over in Paris and Europe was receiving me well, as just like the United States. And Mark said, go in the booth, AIG. I said, I can't do this song. I don't even have the words for the song. He said, you know your mom, you know your life. Go in the booth, do the song. I went in the booth, I did the song, and then I copyrighted it that same night over the internet. We shot the music video a week later, and it's been a bomb ever since. I'd like to thank the 250,000 fans that just blew that video up in a matter of months. Like, that was great. That was great. I'd like to thank you and everybody that's out there supporting me.
All right, so let's see it. AIG's Angel Mother. Check it out, folks.
Gotta find me an angel to fly away with me. Gotta find me an angel who will set me free.
I am dreaming, it's always seeming like I am steaming. Strictly for meaning, it's easy, put the key in. Open doors, see him. You don't hear me though. Rapper king talking about groupie hoes. Truth be told, lyrics can sell. Small minds dwell, they need me in this game. It ain't hard to tell. No motel, a Holiday Inn. Most can tell from the heart it begin. Shout out the real cause it recognize me. And with this money it get crazy. Just make sure my plate and my circle gravy. And as far as lately, I wish the angel could come and take me and place me where all the hatred be. It's all that matters in the end. I'll be good with a couple of friends. I take these matters in my hands. I hope they would do the same. Call her angel, angel. Call her angel, angel.
My mom's just died, no lie, I'm on a lyrical high. I said bye, but there was nothing for us to rectify. She left organized, had her hands on the prize, and always made me realize that she was everything to me, and lived up to everything in life that I thought my mom would be. Since she gave birth to me, I was born on the day that she married my pops. Moms and pops stayed together through any type of weather, like running D. They were tougher than leather. Good times always made a way, and they would spend time in life like Jam Master Jay. Sometimes it would seem like a symphony coming out of the project, turned nonsense into logic.
It's all that matters in the end. I'll be good with a couple of friends. I take these matters in my hands. I hope they would do the same. Call her angel, angel. Call her angel, angel.
There you go. Wow. Angel, AIG. Beautiful, beautiful. And Margarita, what do you have coming up? I know you have a lot of projects about to be released.
Well, right now I've been traveling. I've been doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to travel. Even he's invited to go to South America, Ecuador. He's going to be in one of the
biggest
famous, there is been noticed this show from Egypt, other countries too. So he's invited to come, even spend time with my family, and just enjoy ourselves. And after that, maybe we can go to Miami, friends too.
She just came back from, well, it's out here, PA, Philadelphia. She did one of the biggest television interviews out there. Like, tell them some more about it. It's a newspaper.
I met, the owner of the newspaper, the Torero. It's the Spanish newspaper. And I met him. He's like, I want to have you in my magazine and whatever project you've been doing. And I include AIG too, because he's been including me too. Wherever he goes, he's like, Margarita, get dressed, get your high heels, and let's go. And that's what we've been doing. And I include him too, because we did it in one of the magazine too, the Independent magazine. Awesome. And they were so excited to have me and him in the magazine.
Well, she's being modest now because she worked with some of the biggest designers in the fashion industry, like Dijon, Natasha Beneschneier, Melissa.
Ismwear from Davis.
Ismwear, Sam Davis. Oh man, Ismwear is awesome.
And this piece that I'm wearing is from Luciana Pierre, and she does bridal gowns. I wish, I hope one day I might wear one of those.
What I like about her work, she cuts the dresses right on the spot. It's amazing.
And they do really, really good. There's a team, William Vidal, Luciana Pierre, and her sister. They are a great, great team doing bridal dresses. They were saying to me that William Vidal he did one of the designers of one of the girls of American Idol. So they are very good. He went to school for many, many years to do this, both. And the girl, oh wow, they knowing, if you see the dresses, oh, they're beautiful. They design their own clothes. If anybody asking for anything to make for bride or the gowns for bride. They're beautiful. One day I hope
This is the first time we made movies. We did music videos with Chuck Rock, Jim Jones, Def Jam Records, this one, that one. You're nervous. Break her mic. Break her mic again. She need a hug. I never see her nervous.
Yes, I am.
I got you.
How many shows have we all done together over the years?
You've done 1,000 shows.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous, though. But
anyway.
I'm really playing it off because I'm nervous. I'm trying to shove it off for her. We on Madhouse TV. Throw shouts out to BK Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Long Island, throw it up, throw it up. All my homies in Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, everywhere. Steve?
Fort Lee, New Jersey.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's up, Manhattan, yo?
Yes.
I just emceed a show in Bed-Stuy last night down on Fulton Street. It was
Bed-Stuy.
great.
Wow.
Show.
Do or die.
Edwin Vasquez
It was a killer
headlining.
show?
And so soon it'll be
Thank God you here, man, because Bed-Stuy, do or die. If you don't do it, you got to die before you get out of here.
It was a great crowd.
Yeah.
Great crowd.
Yeah,
anyway, guys, tell the
Bed-Stuy.
listeners how they could get in touch with you, and you're going to perform for us later. Any websites, any social media?
You could get me on Facebook, Anthony Harris, AIG Harris on Facebook. You can also get me on Deli Motions, AIG. Just go Google and punch in Rap Star AIG, and then a lot of movies, premieres, music video, whatever you want. You choose.
And mine, you can get me on Facebook, Margarita Vidal, and my email
Vidal.
Yes, Vidal, and Rodriguez Margarita is my email, 37 at gmail.com.
And that's MARGARITA, Margarita.
There you go.
You know, or just go get you.
And that's AIG.
AIG, always in the game.
How do you spell AIG?
Yeah.
Always in the game. Ain't I great? Ain't I gangster? Depends on the
There you
situation.
go. There you go. And later in the show, we're going to have some hot music from AIG, and Margarita's going to perform with them. And folks, we will be right back with, from the boxing world, Darren Antola. And Al Roth. This is going to be great as well. Don't go anywhere. Right here on Legends
House
TV.
TV is the bomb, baby.
There you go.
I've been waiting to get on this show.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hot hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
right, Evan Ginzburg back with Legends TV, and we are joined by Darren Antola and Al Roth from the boxing world. How are you guys today?
Good. Very good.
All right.
Thank you.
And Darren, you've been a cut man, you've been an agent, and Al, you've been a boxer, a manager, an agent. You guys have covered it all. You've worked with Yuri Foreman and Riddick Bowe. Darren, why don't you tell us a little about your career first?
You know, I always loved boxing. I used to love watching all the fights as a kid, and always wanted to get involved. And my dad had a valet parking company, do a lot of different valet accounts, and I always would be reading the Ring magazine and stuff like that. And the customer came in, and he goes, I'm going to hook you up with a guy whose brother fought some of these legendary guys. So I didn't pay much attention to it, So one day he brings Jimmy Archer in, who's the brother of Joey Archer, who was middleweight contender, who had beaten Sugar Ray Robinson at the tail end of his career, and he'd beaten Griffith. So I was like ecstatic about meeting this guy. It was great, and then we formed a relationship, and then said he was going to take me down to the Times Square gym, and that was great. I went down there, and I saw Julio Cesar Chavez train for Pernell Whitaker fight at the time, and loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. He started to train me and stuff like that, and just got involved.
I'm a huge boxing fan going back to the 70s. And what do you say to the critics who say it's brutal and a lot of these guys don't end up well?
Well, it is brutal. I think it's all about how a guy's handled. I mean, if you have real good boxing people with you that know what they're doing, tell a guy it's time to go. But the problem is some of these guys don't know when it's time to go, and and then you have the other guys that want to just keep these guys like a hunk of meat, and they don't care if they'll lose 5 fights in a row, just take them from state to state just to make $1.
Hey, Darren, I was wondering too. You're the cut man. Besides the obvious, when somebody's really bleeding, is there a point when you say, "That's it, we have to stop now"? What does it come to for you to say that's it?
You got, for example, you'll have a guy fighting a 4-round fight, and he's not making any money, and the guy's got a nasty, nasty cut, and he's taking a beating for $1,500. You pull the plug. You save your fighter, let him fight another day. Now, if you're in a championship fight, the guy's fighting for $1 million. It's obviously a little different. Mm-hmm. And even that sometimes, if it's really, really bad, you got to know when to pull the plug. You got to know how to save your fighter.
You would rather be safe and pull it before rather than too late. Obviously,
yeah, absolutely,
I guess, right?
absolutely, yeah.
Must be a tough decision, though.
It is. I mean, I've never had to have that happen to me. To tell the truth, I've always kept guys in there where I've. And again, if it's that bad, a doctor's going to stop the fight anyhow and go over you,
And Al, amazingly, you went back into the ring at the age of 66. Tell us what that was all about.
Well, I'll give you a little history. By the way, just in reference to what Bobby said about brutal. Anybody ever see a hockey game?
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody ever see a football game?
Sure.
You ever see when they get hit there and how many guys get injured in that thing?
And now they're finding that these guys have suffered from the multiple concussions.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a lot of suicides after the fact.
Oh,
yeah.
I went into boxing when I was 16 years old. I went to, how old I am right now? When I was 1953. And I went into the Golden Gloves. I went on a whim. I did. I went always to the finals. And I stayed in boxing up until my 26th birthday in some shape or form. But then I was married, I had kids already, and then somebody offered me a professional career. I turned it down. 40 years later, after a short hiatus, I decided to go back at the age of 66. And I saw something on television about white-collar boxing. Gee, I can do that. And I was sort of training with a trainer. I asked him, maybe you get me a fight. Sure. 9 days. 9 days. Yeah. So we get to Gleason's gym, which in its gym alone, the aura of the place is amazing. So I go sign in at the desk, and I said, oh, your fighter's not here yet. Go change into the locker room. I put my stuff on. I come back out. The guy didn't show up. I got another fighter, and he's 33 years old. So my trainer said, let's get out of here. I said, my whole family's here. I don't care if I get knocked out. I got to go through with it. So we went into the ring, ready to go. I look up, and I said, what am I doing here? Yeah. I was so apprehensive. And then we went to the middle of the ring, and the guy made the biggest mistake of his life. He said, don't worry, Pop, I'll take it easy on you. Wow. Oh, yeah? Oh, so I went back to my corner, and he said, I told him, don't make any gesture like you know what you're doing. So we went to the middle of the ring with Jane, and 2 punches, I had him on the ropes already.
Wow.
I started to pound away.
How old was he?
I was 33.
So he was literally half your age.
Half my age, that's exactly right. Wow. And we had a good fight. I mean, he had some good fights, punches. But I kind of put him in his place. The fight is over. My daughter said, that's it, right, Dad? That's it. Not so fast, Rebecca, not so fast. I'm not quitting right away. So needless to say, I had 15 fights at that. I fought in London 2 times.
Wow.
I fight upstate New York in fantasy boxing, which is on every year. And I got involved to the degree, and I tell people, I want to prove to people that even though we're over 65, we're not through. Now, boxing isn't for everybody. I know that as a fact. But there isn't any reason why you can't get involved. I do seminars for senior citizens. I tell them what I think they can do and what they can't do. I even tell them, look, I'm a diabetic. I have tendonitis in this elbow. This morning I can't even straighten my fingers. I have a sciatica nerve that drives me crazy. I said, so what?
But other than that,
go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Hey, tell him what Bruce Silverglade tells you. Bruce Silverglade is the owner of Gleason's Gym. Tell him what he tells you when you hit these guys about putting me
Yeah,
out
he said,
business.
take it easy, Al. Take it easy.
Yeah.
And I said, take it easy. There was a 75-year-old man. So you're in with the 75-year-old. Okay, Al. Nice and easy with him. Just move around the ring. Okay, I get into it. He comes charging across the ring, and he wants to be. I said, Bruce, what should I do?
Yeah. Bruce says, you're going to put me out of business, Al.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
I mean, he hit me in the knee. You know, then I hit him with one, and Bruce said, oh, my God, wait. All right, take it easy. I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy. But then, of course, we went against some really good fighters. Some really good fighters like that. The interesting aspect about it in the ring is like this. You're all alone. It's a team sport to a degree because you go back to your corner and he tells you what you do. But you're all alone in that ring.
Oh, yeah.
This is not, you can't say, can somebody please take my place? I mean, yeah. And you stay with the fight and you do the best you can like this. But again, the boxing that I'm doing now is not a tournament type of thing. It's called white-collar boxing. It means anybody can get into the ring, but you better know what you're doing. And there's no winners.
It's like an exhibition fight.
Yeah, you get
Sure.
They don't say, but if you get,
But
they
people
know when to pull the plug on it.
can get hurt.
Well,
sure.
Yeah.
I broke a few noses.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, yes, I did. And
I have a question, actually, for both of you.
Sure.
You mentioned when you go back to the corner, and you're supposing your fighter's obviously losing the fight. What do you say to him to keep him in the fight, to not give up?
Well, me as a cut man, it's not my job to say anything. It's the head trainer's job. Me as a cut man, I work a lot of corners with a lot of different guys, so you see mistakes, things. But a real good corner man knows how to motivate his guy. Like everyone knows their fighter, just like you would know your kid or something. Everybody marches to the beat of a different drum, you know? I mean, I was fortunate being with Lou Duva for about 10 years. He took a liking to me and always treated me like family everywhere we went. You know, I'd say, it doesn't matter, I get a room. No, you're gonna share with me. Like, he always treated me like family.
But it also depends on the type of fight. If it's a championship fight, and there's a lot of money involved like this, like your fighter can come down, he looks like he's losing the fight the best he can. Now, you got two choices. You could stop the fight or inspire him to get going. Now, you may say, look, you're losing the fight. You got to put it all together right now. You got to try to knock him out. You're not winning on points. So you look at him, and you in your own judgment have to say, I think he can go. Or you may just go to the referees, stop the fight.
Wow.
Darren, am I right? Just
Absolutely.
stop the fight. You got to use your judgment. But depends on the trainer, like Darren said. It's
all about knowing your fighter.
Oh, sure.
Guys will call you up. I got this match, I got a guy from Youngstown, Ohio. We're going to pull him off the farm. He can't fight. We're going to get him a federal ID card. Then you go there and you find out the guy's a puncher with both hands. It's all about knowing your fighter and knowing a matchmaker. A matchmaker's job is to lie to you, and it's your job to know it.
Speaking
Wow,
of
that's a lot of
matchmakers.
that goes on a lot, I guess.
It's slightly
Yeah, when guys tell you about, a matchmaker, he lied to me, I said, he didn't lie to you. He's doing his job. It's your job to know. His job is to talk you into, just like a used car salesman. He wants to sell you a car, and a matchmaker wants to get you to sign a contract and fight their kid.
To game within the game.
That's what it's all about.
Mayweather Alvarez. What do you think?
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Mayweather.
Mayweather all the way. Takes him in deep water and drowns him.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's too much for him.
I hate to say this, but I agree.
I agree, too.
I agree. Mayweather should do it all right.
Boy, we wouldn't be good promoting this.
The guy's in uncharted waters, and I think the guy's a very good fighter, Alvarez.
But he's inexperienced, and his flaws showed in the last fight.
He's swimming in a big pond now.
When there are great fighters, let's go back quite a few years when Joe Louis used to have the Bum of the Month Club. Once a month he fought a different guy. He said, but who did he fight? Who did he fight? He fought whoever was there. He beat the best. Because you're so good, the other doesn't look that good. It's like a 350 batting man on a baseball team. He's hitting 350. Everybody else is doing 90. But well, he's the best on the team. Yes, he is the best on our team, but everybody else is down. If you're that good, take a fighter like Rocky Marciano in his day, which was my favorite fighter in the day. I mean,
undefeated.
Undefeated. I mean, he was an awkward fighter, but he got hit like a mule. He's the kind of a fighter, as the fight progressed, he got stronger.
Stronger.
And it's unusual. His strength came in the later rounds. And the saddest thing is he knocked out Joe Louis, which was his idol.
Wow.
It was his idol.
It's like Holmes and Ali, when Holmes brutally beat Ali.
Ali never should have taken that
Do you
fight.
realize the way sports medicine is today, if Marciano was around, today, he'd be about 227, he'd be a monster. I told Lou Duva, today there's steroids, and he said, yeah, you know what Rocky's steroid was back then? A plate of pasta, and he'd go out and knock you out.
Like the old school wrestlers. Speaking of wrestling, you've moved into the wrestling world. You're a promoter. Tell us briefly about that.
I'll tell you, me being a boxing cut man, I work with a lot of inspectors that inspect the corner, and I recognize this one fella. I said, I know this guy. I've seen this guy somewhere. Long story short, Billy Caputo was a referee for many years. And I said, when I was a kid, I used to see you in all the matches, and we started talking about this guy, and he, this person and what this guy's doing. And long story short, he helped me get in touch with Jimmy Snuka. We were filming a show called The Age Factor. It never really materialized. It was about boxing and wrestling. And Billy Caputo is really the guy that's responsible for getting me back interested in wrestling and being a promoter today.
He's a very good guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And tell us about the promotion itself.
It's Rivalry Championship Wrestling. Pretty much doing all these different shows. Like once a month, I'd like to start doing a show, and all these different rivalries and stuff with wrestlers, and I think we're onto something.
And you just did a huge show at Jones Beach. How many people came out for that?
About 1,000 people at Jones Beach we had.
That's right.
It was really nice. I mean, Bobby Rydell did a fantastic job, booking that card and putting it together, and it was really fantastic.
I was at that fight. I mean, at the wrestling match, that fight. I was at the wrestling match, and the people were on the boardwalk. There were a lot of seats that were filled, but you had people on the boardwalk all gathering to see the fight. You didn't charge anything for that fight.
No, it was pretty much a free show.
A free show.
We had autographs.
Except you had autographs and all kinds of other stuff. But the interesting thing about the crowd on the boardwalk, they left after one fight. Then a new crowd came on, and they started to watch the fight. So it was pretty full. It's pretty exciting. There were a lot of children there. There were a lot of kids cheering on the fighter and whatever it is, whoever was in the ring at that time. But it was good entertainment.
We used to call boxing the sweet science and wrestling the king of sports, and you've been involved with both. Much respect.
Right.
Much respect. And gentlemen, please tell the listeners where they could find you, any websites, any contact information.
RivalryChampionshipWrestling.com. And we'll be having a list of events of what's going on. It's RivalryChampionshipWrestling.com. Tune in to the website, and you'll see all the information there.
And tell us about, very briefly, some of the people that wrestle for you, some of the name talent.
We had Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine on our last show, and we had Ted DiBiase, doing autographs and stuff like that.
Yeah. I saw these guys headline the Garden.
Yeah, it's amazing that they're still wrestling, right?
Yeah. Greg's a good guy. He's been on Madhouse TV, Greg Valentine.
Oh, okay, has he?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Al, Darren, thank you so much for appearing on Legends TV. Really do appreciate it. And
anytime. Thanks for having me.
You got it.
My pleasure.
And we will be right back with the music of AIG. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Hey, I'm Tom Mealy from the Harrison Law Group. Soft tissue injury, that's no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. Don't waste valuable time going to firms who don't get it and can't do it. Call 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Huntington Toyota, the experience of a lifetime. Don't take our word for it.
The experience for me at Huntington Toyota made me feel very comfortable.
It's their professionalism, their honesty, and their integrity. I've bought at least 9 or 10 cars here at Huntington Toyota. They give me the best price around.
It never was about high pressure. It never was about them. It was always about us.
Today's cars are very similar, but Huntington Toyota is very different.
Huntington Toyota, where it's all about you.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When your cable company keeps you on hold, you get angry. When you get angry, you go blow off steam. When you go blow off steam, accidents happen. When accidents happen, you get an eye patch. When you get an eye patch, people think you're tough. When people think you're tough, people want to see how tough. And when people want to see how tough, you wake up in a roadside ditch. Don't wake up in a roadside ditch. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail center. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Yeah, Madhouse TV. Oh man, we're gonna do this. We in Madhouse TV. Look at you looking all sexy. Yeah, let's do this. Madhouse TV. We Woo! Making this hard, nah, it's easy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the truth. I ain't no longer gotta decide. AIG's out the gate, the hottest alive. And this gutter music, I made it for the ghetto. Call me a soldier for God that'll bomb on the devil. And these other MCs, they really wasting their time. When they whack us and record one line at a time. I'm like UPS to a package that ain't been sent. I'm like greed to money that ain't been spent. I'm like dominoes connecting the dots. And I'm tired of these one-hit wonders doing songs with flops. It ain't the rapper that's a bomb sensation. What's really whack nowadays is these radio stations. And listening to that is really wasting my fans' time. I'd rather write them a rhyme to elevate their mind. I'm tight like Botox to this. They like the way that I rhyme, or it's just the way that I spit. We in this red race, trying to get ahead. My team stuck together, even though they left us for dead. And them crabs try to pull us to the bottom of the bucket. We gon' rise to the top, chop off their heads and scream. All my riders, throwing your window washers and your colossus. Ride through the storm, cause they ain't never gonna stop us. We make the pop bottles, eat for steady steak and lobster. But we with the rosters, never imposters. God is good, and the devil's a liar. And if hell's on earth, it's on this fire. And after the scene, they gon' see the smoke. Messing with your AIGs, all she won't. Let me tell them again. I'm out the gate, no longer gotta decide. AIGs, the mic, the heart is alive. And this ghetto music, I made it for the ghetto. Call me a soldier for God, that a bomb on the devil. And them other MCs, wasting their time.
From, man, my nigga J.
My man, we getting in. We about to go in right now. Man, I'm on Madhouse TV. It's getting hot up in here, mama. It's really getting hot up in here. Help me out here. Help me out here, cause we about to do Madhouse TV. That's what we really do. We in the building. Yeah. It's Madhouse. It's that Madhouse TV, y'all. Brooklyn BK. Madhouse in the building. This is what we do. Yeah. You all right? You sweating a little bit too. Woo! Madhouse. Let me make Madhouse. Madhouse. I'm in the building. AIG always in the game. You in the Madhouse now, girl. Take that train right there. Come uptown. Come downtown. You be in Madhouse. Friend, we're gonna knock him out the box, alright? Madhouse TV. What it be? What it be? What it be? What it be? Madhouse TV. See me, the rapper AIG. Madhouse TV. Tino's out the bottle. Ooh, I feel like I hit the lotto. Madhouse TV. I'ma grab the mic. I'm on the MIC. Madhouse TV. Rapper AIG. Madhouse TV. Can you believe it? I'm on the stage in Madhouse and I don't want to leave it. Madhouse TV, I'm in the zone. I'm about to rock the microphone. From here to Pittsburgh, I'm repping Madhouse with Evan Ginzburg. Madhouse TV, check my style. Supermodel, Margarita Vidal. Madhouse TV, AIG, I'm on the MIC. Madhouse TV, crazy ratings. Check the rhymes that I'll be saying. I'm like a spray paint can. I'm from Brooklyn, and I'm the man. Madhouse TV, number one. Madhouse TV, what it be? What it be? What it be? What it be? Tune in, watch what I'm saying. Watch the rhymes, the style I'm displaying. I'ma tell you the rapper AIG is on the MIC and I'm performing on Madhouse TV. Madhouse TV, what it be? What it be? What it be? Number one in the ratings, check it out. Madhouse is what I'm saying. It's Madhouse TV. That's what we do. Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna do an acapella with no music. I'm gonna kick something. It's about a kid named Johnny up in the projects.
You know? Rats, mice, too many worries. Men at peace when their bodies are being buried. The projects, another form of death camp. Children raped in the depths of a cellar ramp. Mugging and less hugging, frightening drug wars. On every floor, perhaps there's a drug lord. Noise waking me up in the midnight hour. A bullet showers overpower to rule the turf in the depths of a planet Earth. A life is taken, one is given back at birth. Massive massacres, torment and torture. And this is the knowledge most wanted has brought you. Light and darkness, AIG as hardness, subject. And this is the chaos in the project. And this is AIG, and believe me, I got a lot to give. It's just one of them days a brother thinking positive. They used to beat Johnny, send him to his room, clonk him with a shoe, beat him down with a broom. Johnny couldn't cope what was going on. You see, 3 years old, Johnny was practically newborn. The father used to beat on the mother, pick little Johnny up and tell him daddy love her. But little Johnny knew better. Because when his father laid him down, he saw blood on his sweater. Now think for a minute. Try to feel the rage. At 12 years old, Johnny's father makes front page for killing Johnny's mother. That was the day Johnny realized his father didn't love her. Now what was Johnny to do? He grabbed the gun, pulled the trigger, and took his life too. But Johnny never, ever, ever did a crime. But Johnny was born and raised in hard times. Then there's an epidemic to destroy our community. It breaks a man up and breaks down his immunity system when it incubates for a certain time. You should have known that left the shorty behind. That the disease believed to be incurable, but God works mysterious like a miracle. Pestilence makes sense because it's a prophecy. I'm not a prophet, but this is what I can see. Revealing the truth to the youth through my hip-hop. I have the right to slay whoever tried to mock me as a rapper, cause I control my lyrics. I live in your mind where I can talk to your spirit. Loud and proud and black, I don't lack the act, this is the real orchestrated raw deal. To think fully with conscience is marvelous. It's just one of them days a brother thinking positive. A school bell rings and the dream is a kidnap. A magical wand and the kid did a vanish act. Security lacks whether white, Cuban, or black. A kindergarten in the classroom is scrapped. That's not a nightmare, brother, cause this is facing reality. No matter the sex, the creed, or nationality. This would exist furthermore. I will assume when the kid with the gun shot every kid in the classroom. Students scattered, teacher fell to the floor. When the 5-year-old claim he can't take life no more. What is it? Personal problems, family relations? Or is it just the system or this nation? That the infant, he's only copying what he's seeing by taking the breath of another human being. And this is AIG, and believe me, I got a lot to give. It's just one of them days a brother thinking positive. And I'ma tell you, I'm the rapper to be. And the place to watch it is on Mad TV with Evan Ginzburg and Steve, co-host. That's what we do. I love you, Evan. I love you. Thank you for the opportunity. I'd like to take a moment of silence for my mom, my J.O., and all the good people out there that lost somebody. They still here with you, and God bless them. That's what's up.
I said bye, but there was
Yeah,
nothing for us to
Evan,
find.
why don't you ask me a question up here while I'm on the mic? I go back to you.